St. Martin Lions Club donates for World Sight Day. The Mega Boss talks about his latest release, Time to Stop. And the Voice of St. Martin to air special to celebrate and commemorate the 10th anniversary of St. Martin attaining its country status. Those are the headlines for Friday, October the 9th, 2020. Good evening, viewers. This is SXM Daily News, and I'm Valerie Van Putten. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And as usual, we have a fully packed newscast for you, so let's get started. In our first story, the Voice of St. Martin, PGD2 Radio 1300 AM and PJD3 102.7 FM will be airing a special to celebrate and commemorate the 10th anniversary of St. Martin attaining its country status within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The journey to 10-10-10 began on June the 22nd in the year 2000, and 20 years later, they take a look back.
The journey to 10-10-10 began on June 22nd in the year 2000, and 20 years later, we take a look back. As part of our contribution in commemorating this milestone and in observation, we will be airing a special program entitled The Journey to 10-10-10.
We will hold the Dutch government to their proud and prominent membership in the United Nations, where they too have declared their commitment to promote the well-being of the inhabitants of these territories.
Let us vote for option 3, become a country within the kingdom. And if sometime in the future, whether this generation or another generation wants to make the decision about independence, we have to make sure that they are prepared and ready.
This issue is bigger than Vance. This issue is bigger than Sarah, and definitely bigger than William, Edgar, Theo, or any other politician on St. Martin, any other political party or businessman on St. Martin, because this is about us and our future. If you don't believe in the future of St. Martin and you still live here, then stay out of the referendum.
Join the Voice of St. Martin on Saturday at 8 a.m. and again at 5 p.m. as we bring you The Journey to 10-10-10, featuring the architects of our current status, William Marlin, Sarah Westcott Williams, and the late Vance James Jr. Journey to 10-10-10, this Saturday.
And at Wednesday's Council of Ministers weekly press briefing, Prime Minister of St. Martin, the Honorable Sylvania Jacobs, announced the virtual events for the Constitutional Day celebrations.
This Saturday will mark the 10th anniversary of Constitution Day and the 10th year as one of the countries within the kingdom under the new theme, Decadal Growth and Progress. A series of events will be broadcasted as a result of the commemoration, which would start on the 10th with a live national address by His Excellency Eugene Holliday. You can tune in to our Facebook pages as well as to the radio station for that address. Further, the events will continue on the official holiday, which will be on Monday, October 12th, with a virtual commemoration, which will feature addresses by His Excellency Governor Holliday, myself, as well as the Honorable Chairman of Parliament, Mr. Rolando Bryson. It will also feature reflection interviews of key persons who contributed to St. Martin achieving its country status, as well as cultural performances by the St. Martin creative community. The last part of that those specific events in commemoration of our anniversary of separate status within the Kingdom of the Netherlands will be a solemn parliamentary meeting, public meeting of Parliament, which will follow our virtual celebration. This is all on October 12th. So you can join us virtually online to be able to take part in this historical celebration, commemoration of 10 years of country status within the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
And now in news out of The Hague, The ministers plenipotentiary of Curaçao, Aruba, and St. Martin, Mr. Anthony Bechina, interim minister, Mr. Eddie Paris, and Mr. René Violinas, alongside the Secretary of State for Kingdom Relations, Raymond Knops, received the first copies of the book Koninkrijk op Eieren, Kingdom on Eggshells, about the 10 years since 10-10-10. On October the 10th, 2010, the country of the Netherlands Antilles was dissolved. The new countries Curaçao and St. Martin were formed, and Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba were made into special municipalities of the Netherlands. This all happened simultaneously, which made it a unique operation. Yet, has this operation brought us the benefit it has intended for? Has the function of the Kingdom of the Netherlands indeed improved? Have the citizens, mostly those of the Caribbean part, gained from it? And has the new situation had a beneficial effect on the atmosphere between the officials? 50 members of government, among them current and former prime ministers, representatives, and professional followers of the kingdom from both sides of the ocean, answered these questions on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of 10-10-10. They have done so at the invitation of Professor Emeritus Dr. Anders Joop van den Berg and former parliamentary reporter René Zwart, who compiled the contributions under the title Koninkrijk op Eieren. The chair of the Committee for Kingdom Relations, Professor Peter van Vollenhoven, LLM, wrote the preface. Those directly involved relate how they personally experienced the process, and they set out why they still believe in the kingdom relations, whether or not they have a sense of disappointment in the result, or if, on the contrary, they feel it is time to restructure the kingdom yet again. Of the conclusions that may be drawn after reading all the contributions, the one that springs to mind is that the people of Curaçao, Aruba, and St. Martin, Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba deserve a better kingdom. More than just being a reflection of the 10 years since 10-10-10, Koninkrijk op Eieren holds a lesson that may be learned by those who have an influence on the current and future kingdom relations. And still to come, St. Martin Lions Club donates for World Sight Day. We'll have the details to that story and much more when SXM Daily News returns.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Welcome back, viewers. You're watching SXM Daily News, and I'm Valerie van Putten. In other news for you at this time, Minister of Vromi, the Honorable Egbert J. Doran, answering questions posed by a member of the press regarding the Alegria water rights and the ramifications of denying the request by Alegria, and if he already studied the ramifications. The minister said that he is optimistic about it, hence the reason why they are currently in appeal.
Reiterate what I mentioned in the beginning, and also part of our appeal is that this is a decision for the administrative court, which was handled as a civil injunction, which we believe is not the way that it should have been handled. So now the temporary civil injunction decision does not take away my administrative rights as Minister of Vromi. So that is the direction which we are going. Now, to say that we're not so lucky in winning court cases, I am optimistic, and lucky or not, I'm not going to play with the patrimony with the people of St. Martin, and I will go all out in protecting what I feel deserves to be protected. So I'm optimistic about it, and hence the reason we are in appeal now, and I would say let's await the outcome.
And also at the Council of Ministers weekly press briefing of Wednesday last, a question was posed to the Minister of Finance regarding government's income and their running out of funds. The minister said that what was previously reported was not the case. The minister said that he was misquoted, but it is not the case at the moment.
Government liquidity, our liquidity position at the moment, as of last week, was, I believe, 60 million guilders. Will we run out of money end of October? No, that would not be the case. And I mentioned again, I was misquoted, I would say, that if the situation had remained as it was 2.5 months ago, then we would have run out of money end of October. No, that would not be the case at the moment. When I said about the millions that are out there, yes, we have a lot of money out there for domain. We have money out there for building permits. We have money out there for business licenses, in addition to regular tax. So yes, and we are actively working on these processes. I did have a meeting last week with the Ministry of TIAT, myself, Inspection Department of TIAT, the Business License Department of TIAT, and the SG of TIAT, where we will be expediting the process the ministry will be expediting the process of the business licenses. Also, they are actively working on the backlog of business licenses. There is at least 350,000 to 500,000 500,000 guilders of business licenses within the ministry that should be processed out within the next couple of weeks, hopefully between now and mid-November. And also to expedite the process for, believe it or not, we have persons that want to establish new businesses on the island. And my idea or vision is that for simple companies, this process should not take longer than 2 to 3 weeks. And especially when we have potentially new companies coming on board for the Enterprise Support project, we would like to have these companies within our society, within our system as soon as possible. Like I mentioned before, also the Ministry of VROMI have started the process of dealing with the AirFAC and outstanding fees, and the minister has requested for us to put together a small team between the inspection department, the building permits department, and the tax department to form a team to work on the collection of building permits.
And as we continue now with more news, St. Martin's Lions Club donated for World Sight Day on October the 8th. Helen Adams Keller was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1925. She attended the Lions Club International Convention in Cedar Point, Ohio, in the United States, as the keynote speaker of the convention. As an ambassador for the newly formed American Foundation for the Blind, Helen Keller challenged the Lions Club to become the Knights of the Blind in the crusade against darkness. The Lions graciously accepted her challenge, and their work ever since has included sight programs aimed at preventable blindness.
Today, October the 8th, 2020, we celebrate World Sight Day, and it is fitting that on this day, the St. Martin Lions Club was able to present to Miss Gloria Francis, a coordinator at the No Kidding Without Kids Afternoons program, as well as a youth leader of the Mohican Scouts group in St. Martin for many years, with a pair of eyeglasses. Ms. Francis is a very passionate, dedicated, and responsible coordinator that goes beyond her call of duty to make sure each child that she comes in contact with gets the best care possible. With this donation from the Lions Club, we know that these eyeglasses will not only benefit her as an individual, but also it assists her in her daily life. Her family will also benefit because of her improved sight. She will be able to continue providing for them. The kids at the No Kidding Without Kids Foundation and Mohican Scouts will also benefit, as she will be able to continue her dedicated care to them and help mold them into our bright future leaders.
I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to the members of the Lions Club for helping me with my glasses, in particular Miss Merlin, who was my contact person, and thank you very, very much.
Now, turning to our weather forecast for October the 9th, 2020. Low-level moisture associated with a tropical wave approaching the region will increase the chances for isolated showers across the local area. Additionally, a weak pressure gradient will maintain light winds. Tranquil sea conditions are expected for the next several days. So the outlook through Saturday evening, partly cloudy with isolated showers. Now, let's turn to your 3-day forecast. And still to come, the mega boss talks about his latest release, Time to Stop. And we'll have the details of that story and more when SXM Daily News returns.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
Welcome back, viewers. This is SXM Daily News. And in our continuing series tonight with our local calypsonian, Alberto Arundel, better known as the Mega Boss, he spoke to our newsroom regarding his latest single, Time to Stop, and he told us what his latest release is all about.
Talking about songs, you have a new one out. And we just have to listen to it. Time to Stop. Tell us what Time to Stop is all about.
Well, the public again came up to me and say there are a lot of things that are happening where government is concerned. And I said it earlier in the show, I said, there seems to be comfortable with the level of corruption that we're seeing. I mean, we can blame the Dutch for a lot of things. They are not perfect. But straighten up our own corruption, you don't want to do it, you're comfortable with it, or it's been so for decades. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. You know, there's a time for everything. And the time to stop now is here. You can't continue down that road any longer. And then when things go wrong, oh, but Holland didn't stop us. Oh, but they're doing it up in Holland too. Yeah, let them do it. Okay, let them do it. They have snow up in Holland too. We don't have snow in St. Martin. Okay? We need to show, examples for our own. We need to be our own example. Stop following what you see happening. So in the Calypso, I tell them it's time to stop. Okay? I pointed out in the second verse things what happened. I could remember the line I said, you chastised Leona for going Holland. And Frankie turned around and threw the government down. All you had big solution while in opposition. Now that you're in, there is no plan B. So in a nutshell, you self-helping to ruin the country. Okay.
During elections, one make big promise. Since he getting nothing accomplished. Rolando was preaching this every day. How we taking back Mullen Bay. It's time the country do something about that property. We realize it was only talk when he start to mention sidewalk. That is why T.O. tell Quisha, girl, take back my party. But I want the public now understand. I'm tired of these lying politicians. It must stop. Time to stop. They using the government companies for themselves and their families. It must stop. Time to stop. To help the people, their hands all this time. But next elections, a new satellite.
And still to come, TLM Group announces complimentary Telcel SIM card postal surprise. We'll have the details of that story when SXM Daily News returns.
The journey to 10-10-10 began on June 22nd in the year 2000. And 20 years later, we take a look back. As part of our contribution in commemorating this milestone and in observation, we will be airing a special program entitled The Journey to 10-10-10.
We will hold the Dutch government to their proud and prominent membership in the United Nations, where they too have declared their commitment to promote the well-being of the inhabitants of these territories.
Let us vote for option 3, become a country within the kingdom. And if sometime in the future, whether this generation or another generation wants to make the decision about independence, we have to make sure that they are prepared and ready.
This issue is bigger than Vance. This issue is bigger than Sarah, and definitely bigger than William, Edgar, T.O. or any other politician on St. Martin, any other political party or businessman on St. Martin, because this is about us and our future. If you don't believe in the future of St. Martin and you still live here, then stay out of the referendum.
Join the Voice of St. Martin on Saturday at 8 a.m. and again at 5 p.m. as we bring you The Journey to 10-10-10, featuring the architects of our current status, William Marlin, Sarah Westcott Williams, and the late Vance James Jr. Journey to 10-10-10, this Saturday.
Welcome back, viewers. And as we end this edition of SXM Daily News for this evening and this week, 500 lucky St. Martin residents have received free Telcel mobile SIM cards complete with a $10 credit in a TLM Group gift-giving promotion throughout the island. With the help of the St. Martin Postal Services, TLM Group delivered the gift packages last Friday and Monday with the added bonus of $1,000 worth of top-up credit to one extra lucky winner upon activation. According to TLM's Group Chief Commercial Officer, CO, Mr. Michel Parent, persons lucky enough to receive a free SIM card will have to first activate their card and follow the instructions in an accompanying letter to see if they are the bonus $1,000 top-up winner. The CCO also informs those that receiving the free SIM card and credit have until the 31st of October to activate the card before the free credit expires. Meanwhile, the TLM Group marketing team is waiting to hear from the lucky person who received the $1,000 free credit, asking them to share pictures on Facebook showing the happy moment. And just a reminder that SXM Daily News will not be aired on Monday, October the 12th upcoming, due to the Constitutional Day holiday. But we will be back on Tuesday, October the 13th. So do enjoy a safe weekend and enjoy your Constitutional Day. And with that, viewers, brings us to the end of this edition of SXM Daily News. I am Valerie Van Putten, and just a reminder that this and other programs are available online. Simply log on to stmartinmediacenter.com for viewing. And on behalf of the SXM Daily News team, we thank you so much for watching and plan on meeting you right back here again on Tuesday. Do enjoy a safe, long weekend.